So I took a few days off playing the banjo. It was just 3 days or so, but I wanted to kind of reset and, take a little time away from the practice to allow, some neural links to connect with each other. And I think I've played every single day since I got the banjo, which has been about 50 days or so now. And I just wanted to kind of, hey, take a little step back and see how I'm feeling about it. And honestly, I'm feeling really good. I'm really enjoying it. And I think, every day I kind of learn something new and have a lot of fun, and I enjoy making these videos. So that's what we're doing now. On Sunday, which was 2 days ago, I got to go see a live bluegrass band again, and that was just amazing. And just watching that again just made me so excited about being able to eventually play bluegrass music, and it makes me really want to push towards that goal. But also I see how there's so much room I have to improve upon, and there's so much space to improve. There's my timing, there's getting down, will the circle be unbroken, there's my tone, there's my just general flow, and there's my actual reading of the music. Right now I kind of just try to play it. People have commented on saying something like, you're missing a beat here, missing a beat there. To me, honestly, I haven't even thought about that yet, or anything to do with the rhythm, which is probably not a good thing, but it's just been so much of trying to actually be able to play things continuously without having to constantly stop. So how do you worry about the rhythm when you can't play it through straight? But I'm gonna keep pushing, gonna keep working hard on all of these things, and also gonna keep, not just allow myself to stay stagnant on the same 3 or 4 pieces of music, which I'm gonna keep practicing those every day because I have a lot of time to practice, but also adding in new pieces of music too, and making sure I keep it fun and fresh for myself. Now that that is all out of the way, let's get back into playing a bit. Let's go into first, focus on Will the Circle Be Unbroken, and then I'm going to start a little bit on Man of Constant Sorrow, which is a tune I've been wanting to learn and I've been looking at a lot. So today I want to focus a lot more on the 4th line of Will the Circle Be Unbroken. I feel like the 1st through 3rd I have down a lot better. At least the 1st and 2nd I feel like I have down pretty well. The 3rd line I feel like I have down decently well. It feels pretty straightforward. The 4th line feels like it's a big struggle, and I'm constantly just messing up because there's this, a lot of what's messing me up here is, and I don't know if this tablature is correct, honestly. And I don't need to necessarily follow the tablature, but there's something in my head where it's like I'm so stuck in following the tablature. There's a 2 to 3 slide with my index finger right here. Good. That's the very end, but that 2 to 3 slide of the index finger where it says I right there on the tablature really messing me up, because every other time I've done a 2 to 3 slide on that 3rd string, that middle string, it's been with the thumb on my right hand. On Friday, that was the last day I played, I was playing with my finger picks outside, which my finger picks now are the brass ones. I did a funny video on that, but my thumb pick is an M-sized. I think the company's called National. It's M-sized, which I'm assuming is medium. And my thumb pick prior to this one was an L-sized. And so I didn't think much of it, but on Friday, I left my finger picks at where I was playing, and I kind of lost my thumb finger pick for the weekend, which was fine because I wasn't really planning on playing or making videos or anything. But I did pick up my banjo Saturday just for a few minutes to show myself playing some banjo to a friend. And when I picked it up, I had to use my old finger picks, which were fine for the index and middle finger, honestly, not much of a difference. But for the thumb, it was a complete disaster. And you'll notice in the video, since I changed finger picks, my thumb has gotten caught way less. In earlier videos, every single video, it was a problem of me saying my thumb was getting caught on the string above. And that problem kind of disappeared once I got the right size thumb pick. So that's one thing that if you are a beginner and you're starting out and you feel like your finger keeps getting caught your thumb keeps getting caught on the string above, maybe check out getting a smaller, going from an L to an M. Check if you got an L and switch it to an M. That helped me at least. See, I'm still having this issue here. There it is. That's the right, using this index finger here, it just feels so weird. So yeah, that's the fourth line. That's what we got on that, and it's not great, but I'm gonna try to play all the way through now with that same speed as what I just did on the fourth line and see how it goes. All right. Well, we were perfect until the very end, that thumb two right there. But that's a pretty good run through for that. It's very slow compared to what I need to be at. But my goal is just to be able to, if I can play it through like I can with Cripple Creek and Boil Them Cabbage Down, once I can play it through solidly, then I can start to speed it up. So now it's just kind of making sure I can get it to this, playing it regularly through. Let's do some I'll Fly Away. That's a good playthrough of that. I'm happy with that. Let's play Boil Them Cabbage Down and Cripple Creek and Cumberland Gap with a metronome. I'm gonna start it off at 100 beats per minute, and see how that feels, and then we'll go from there. So there is boiling cabbage down at 100 beats per minute. It feels pretty slow, I guess. Not too challenging, so that's good. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to practice with a metronome, where it's just supposed to be 1 beat per beat. I'm pretty clueless, so I mean, that's what I'd assume it is, hopefully. So let's do Cripple Creek. So there's our practice with the metronome for today. And if you guys have any comments or feedback on a better way to do that, I just have it set up here. Well, I'm not going to pull the screen over, but it's 100 beats per minute with a wood block on a YouTube metronome. So maybe that's good, maybe it's not, who knows. I feel like I can play a lot faster, but the last thing I'm going to do today is play with the first line of Man of Constant Sorrow. Thank you to Little Rock Banjo. It's like littlerockbanjo.com. This guy has so much banjo tablature, and it's all free, and it's all on his website, and he makes a YouTube video to go with each piece, and he teaches songs. And I feel like not many other guys are doing this, or they kind of gate their tablature, which is fine, but this guy has it all free out there. So super useful, super helpful for me. So that's what we're going to be using today for this tablature. And let's get it going. So here we go. It goes, and he also puts the fingers on there. So that first section there is that's an interesting, it's kind of an interesting, that 1 to 3 hammer. That's not something I've done before, but it sounds nice. So it goes. That's the first line of Man of Constant Sorrow. I like it. I like the sound of it even so far. So that's day one of that, and I'm excited to keep progressing. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, and see you on the next one. Cheers.